Christy here from Version of You 2.0. I wanted to jump in this morning as your self-appointed food, body, and mind relationship coach with coaching tip number 1, if you will. And this coaching tip is designed for those of you who feel like you're sitting on the fence. You're not taking massive action in your transformation and are spending a lot of time justifying staying stuck. Now listen, please understand that this is not a criticism. This is a fact of where you are right now in your transformation journey, and that's okay. And if you're justifying all of the reasons why you don't want to take action today, such as saying, I'll start tomorrow, there isn't enough time, I don't have enough money, there isn't anyone in my life to support me, or I don't know where to start, then I want you to listen very closely, as I'm going to be giving you some really key coaching questions that you can ask yourself to essentially help you to get off the fence. So, I invite you now to close your eyes, and this helps you just to tune into that mind-body connection. And I want you to close your eyes so that you can listen to these questions really intently. And in responding to these questions, think of your responses as kind of the Chinese whispers game, in that the first response that comes to mind will help to navigate you through this question and answer series. All right, I'm excited. I hope you are too, so let's go ahead and get started. So if you are on the fence about your health transformation journey, listen to this. What would life be like for you if you were healthy, energetic, and confident? Close your eyes. Think about that for a moment. What would life be like for you if you were healthy, energetic, and confident? Picture it. How would you feel in your body? What would you see when you looked at yourself in the mirror? What comments, what words would you be using to describe yourself? And what compliments or words would you be hearing from others? Question number 2. How would you handle stressful situations or even the criticisms of others? How would you handle stressful situations, day-to-day life events, being stuck in traffic, feeling like there's an impending deadline, wanting to get something done properly, having to have your work or your performance critiqued? How might you handle those stresses differently? And who might also benefit from your new lifestyle choices? In the group in which you influence, your children, your spouse, maybe your close friends, colleagues, in your sphere of influence, how might your changes influence change in them? And lastly, if you were more confident, understood your emotional triggers, and had learned how to overcome your default sabotaging habits, all of the ways in which you justify staying stuck, okay? Default sabotaging habits. How would your new decisions change how you experience life today? Meaning, how would your status quo be altered? Now, let's move to the other side. On the other hand, if you do nothing and stay within your status quo, what would your life look like for you in 3 years from now? What do you think your level of satisfaction would be? If you could rate your level of satisfaction from 1 to 10, what do you think your level of satisfaction would be with your social life, with your body image and your relationship with your body, with your health as a whole, with your finances, and with your sex life? What would you gain or lose in 3 years from now if you do nothing? And who else might be impacted if you don't move beyond your status quo in taking action? In answering these very powerful questions, and if you're listening to me, whether on the replay or live, this is important that you actually do this work. I mean, you're already spending your time listening to me, so you might as well play out fully, right? Close your eyes, listen to those questions, and answer those questions with the most immediate response that comes to mind. And in answering these questions, you acknowledge that something needs to change, and you become aware of the impacts if you don't. That's what these questions are designed to do. And that's my number one tip. Acknowledgement. Really acknowledging that the status quo is not serving you and what you could have instead. If you've been thinking for a long time about how unhappy you are with your life, how it's turned out so far, you have this opportunity to start advocating for you. Now, I have multiple different support mechanisms and accountability measures. I have this full system in place to support you in any capacity that you need, as I know that you are aware. And one of the first things that you can do is you can join my free Shrink Your Waistline and Expand Your Mind workshop. It is over 5 days. It has beautiful content specific to achieving health results for your particular body type. Not for the body types of all of the women, but for your particular body type. Because I understand from almost 30 years in the weight loss industry that the weight loss industry isn't serving any one of us. And why is that? That is because they offer templated plans. They do not offer personalized plans based on your production of hormones throughout the day. And it changes from when you're stressed to when you're going to start your period, and it even changes over the seasons. So, at bare minimum, if you're on the fence and you now recognize the impacts and not taking action, then sign up for my free Shrink Your Waistline and Expand Your Mind workshop. Of course, if you're ready to push this to the next level, book a free call with me. Again, the only thing that you're investing in is your time. And I can guarantee you with 100% certainty that that experience that you will have in that discovery call with me will be absolutely mind-blowing. Because it's an opportunity for you to tell your story, for you to share with me your truth and how you feel. And if at the end of that call you decide that you want to learn more about my services, then ask. And if you decide in learning about my services that you're ready to move to that next level and you want my support, then we'll move forward with that. But these two steps, registering for my free Shrink Your Waistline and Expand Your Mind workshop and or booking a call, are where you need to go next if you realize that wasting your time, allowing your health to potentially get worse, and all of the things that you're going to be without as a result of not taking action. If you're frustrated with that, if you're done with that, if you acknowledge the impact that that's going to have on your life, then please, take charge and live by design. Anyway, here's the showing up for you. I wanted to put that out there. Tip number 1, acknowledge the impacts in doing something and acknowledge the impacts in doing nothing. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. I'm here for you if you want my support. Bye.